Jonathan asked a question. For those lifters that have a good amount of experience and want to play our training more by ear, how would you approach your workout each day? What would be your mindset? What questions would you ask yourself each day? Is there a method of training in this way in your view? Well, I've never made it work, but I was having a conversation with somebody about the late, great Dave Draper. And Dave just loved being in the gym. And even though he had organized routines, sometimes he just went by what he felt like doing. Now, I know the Joe Weider instinctive principle comes in, but Jonathan, you did say something interesting. It's important. You said an experienced person comes in. What happens when people just do this kind of thing usually is, for men, we just morph into doing bench press and arm work. For women, we tend to morph into doing ab work and stretching. You have to have some kind of, lane. You got to have some kind of bumper that keeps you doing things that you might not want to do. I never feel like squatting. I mean, even when I'm getting ready for an Olympic lifting meet, I don't ever roll out of bed and say, today is a great day to, do a bunch of front squats and get really tired. So I build front squats in. I do them right after I clean and jerk, and it's just that's what I do. I guess what I'm trying to say on this is that at some level, you got to make sure you hit, if you just want to keep with my push, pull, hinge, squat, loaded carry. I love loaded carries every day. I think they're fine. On loaded carries, there's a lot of variations. You can just play around with what you feel like. And I think on loaded carries, that would be okay. On hinges, let's just say you have the whole buffet of kettlebells, dumbbells, barbells, and all the rest at your disposal. And with hinges, boy, if you feel like doing a hip thrust day one day, and 2 days later you feel like doing a deadlift day, I think you're fine, as long as you have enough tools. I would like to see a squat at least twice a week. I think that's a nice number. You can get away with squatting once a week, but it has to be a hard squat workout. Let's just stick with 2. There's not a lot of variations in the squat. Goblet squat, front squat, overhead squat, back squat, and then there's Zercher, but not many people like or do Zerchers. So if you're going to do that, I would suggest just making sure that at every time you come into the gym, do the goblet squat as part of your warm-up, and try to not miss that. And then we get the pushes and pulls, and I've yet to meet an American who doesn't do enough pushing. I would hope your instincts would tell you to do more pulling. I hope your instincts would tell you to do more hinges and squats. It's a fun question. This instinctive training, what you said, training more by ear, shows up a lot, and I think I can do it. I have a good group of people I train with every day. So if I was to walk in, it would be a couple of weeks before somebody would say, if I was walking the gym and say, what do you want to do? And we would have a good workout. And I would say that 5 days a week, what do you want to do? Because of the way we have trainers, we have, professionals of all different kinds. We have a lot of trainers in the last few months. I think people would begin to say, let's make sure we get this or that in the workout. If you have a training partner, someone you can rely on as not just your ear, but your own personal instincts, but to someone just to be around going, yeah, it's great, you're training instinctively, but all you're doing is bench press and curls. Just a wise voice in the wind to help you out. So yeah, I like what you're saying here. Just make sure you step back every once in a while and say, yeah, I haven't squatted in 7 years, or whatever it is. Fun question, Jonathan. Thank you. Very fun.